Hey, guess what? That's a Secret Service vehicle right there. Did you know why the Secret Service was formed? To stop counterfeiting of dollars, US dollars. That was their first purpose. The Secret Service was formed to stop counterfeiting of American money. Then they stopped counterfeiting in other ways and also began to protect the executive branch. Also, all those $100 bills that y'all been sending out by the pallet full and dropping them, airdropping them around the world, those billions, every single one of those $100 bills, those metal things in them, they're all traceable and trackable. Y'all are FUCT.
Southern Avenue Station at the
Smells like herb on here. I wish I got enough money begging to get herb, but I didn't.
Oh well. Have a terrible day, like I said, because I am too.
Hey, have a great day, Minister Bowen. Have a great day, Minister Bowen. That's Minister Bowen, Shiloh Baptist Church here in D.C., where I've been attending for many years. Of course, he came by and got lunch earlier while I was begging, and he said if he didn't forget his wallet, he would help me. And then he went back to work at the White House, which he said he was going to do. And then he came back and got something at Starbucks, and then he left again now. When he worked for the mayor's office here in Washington, D.C., he was tasked with helping the homeless. He didn't help me, although I'm a parishioner at his church, where he's a pastor, and he does every single church meeting, prayers, Monday through Friday. He does the prayer meetings for everybody. He also preaches in the pulpit, uses his cell phone while he's in the pulpit, and when he was sitting in the front row with Minister Kirkendall and a few of the other female preachers and Minister Peterman, he actually took a couple of my pictures from there while I was sitting where I sit in the pews, and I'm guessing he sent them to Joe Biden or the team. Now he ain't helping me because, well, he's gay, and he doesn't help people that aren't gay, and he's got a fucked up weird agenda. He's probably the one who's haunting the president. He's probably the one who talked to Jill Biden about telling Joe that he's crazy and to 5150 his ass, or it's called Baker Act in Florida. Around here it's just called danger to yourself or others. He talked to me for a few minutes earlier, and then the police came because these restaurants wanted me arrested. Nothing happened. Of course, I don't have any money to eat food today or to get my medication, which is medical cannabis, which is called groundbreaking for all you fucking pill poppers out here. And there he goes. He doesn't care at fucking all about people. And that's why no one goes to church anymore, because fuckers like him. And really, the whole society of these people. And it's like this. Did not see, did not hear, did not say. Not say, not see, not hear. Get it? Not say, not see, not hear, not say. Get it? It's America, spelled with 3 fucking K's. Give it up, Ice Cube. 100 million fucking %. And probably one of the fucking sickest in the mind things, or the funniest thing, however you want to look at it, is Minister Bowen used to work for the mayor's office to help the homeless. He didn't help me. Now he works for the president. And just now when I talked to him a few minutes ago, he said, go to the Methodist Church on 14th Street. In fact, basically saying don't go to Shiloh Baptist Church anymore. And that's a message to the general community in general. So y'all know what to do about that. Have a great day. And that's just the Shiloh in D.C. Don't talk about Fredericksburg or any other ones. Stafford neither. Stafford's the ones who have the big rebel flag down there. They need help down there in Stafford. Up here, though, they just want to get you with the Vaseline and the evil magic, or maybe some dildos up your ass with the butt hurt revolution. They don't want to help people. That's Minister Bowen from Shiloh Baptist Church here in Washington, D.C., works for the president. And when I asked him for some help as the homeless person, trying to get it from him, he said go to the Methodist Church on 14th. And that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard since, well, an adult playing tic-tac-toe or watching some stupid fucking Nickelodeon, knowing that the fat man is the one who raped all the children at Nick at Night. And that's not one to grow on. That's the whole conjunction, junction, what's your function shit. And all them motherfuckers that talk like Charlie Brown teachers, womp, 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 womp. That's kind of who we're after, because that's what they've done to all of us worldwide. You know how the Americans used the Manchurians to try and take over the Han people? And they said, nah, shorty, we're not having it. And then Mao Zedong said, shit, we'll just use the Kung Fu and get them out. Well, that's what the world's going to have to do now, because you got the Americans using all their native populations and Americans who code switch and use different accents and different languages when they're really just Americans from the suburbs and they're rich people. They pretend to be poor all over the world. Anyways, a message from Shiloh Baptist Church preacher Thomas Bowen told me to go to another church to get help as a homeless man, yet he runs the Monday through Friday morning prayer services. Sorry, I'm more fucked up since I was nearly murdered on December 30th. Which, by the way, when I spoke to him, he goes, yeah, I remember when he came to church on the 31st, because I had just had my jaw wired shut, my lips sewn back together, and I had blood still splattered on my face. And those fuckers who killed me put a red handprint on my face, much like the red handprint that's known for what they do to Native Americans, specifically the women. But so they put a red handprint on my head. It's in the evidence. Of course, the murderers are still running free. They got one of them in the psych ward. I don't think it's really him, or I don't think he's really in there. Have a fucking terrible day, because that'll make me feel better. Because most people just suck, and you know it. So I was going to shoot this in time lapse, but it's much more fun to just show you actually how close it is where I begged to the White House. And remember, the World Bank's right back there, the IMF, all these international people. The Treasury Department keeps going over there constantly. United Nations too. And then you got your Corcoran, which the Corcoran is like the NYU Experimental Theater Department, where they teach everybody to be secret spies. And then they send their artists here to get their defensive driving classes so they can do all kinds of evasive driving techniques. And then they practice wrecking on the bridges around here and blocking traffic and dumb shit like they do. It's so they can do it worldwide using American money. And every taxpayer in the United States, guess what? You all owe $100,000 each. I'm crazy. I'm mentally fucking ill, which some people were making fun of me for being mentally ill over there while they work for the world powers. So then you come over here, you got your Renwick gallery, who gives a shit, and a bunch of rich people with their fucking stupid rich kids being trained how to be secret gangsters, but they're really just a bunch of pussies. And then you cross over this way, like Minister Bowen just did, who ignored helping his homeless parishioner who's been attending his church for many years. And granted, he's in charge of the Monday through Friday morning prayer services. Now, I asked him for help just now, and he told me to go to the Methodist church on 14th. I guess it's either because I'm not gay or I'm not black. So if I'm not gay and black, Bowen won't help. Which is why when he was tasked with helping the homeless with the city of Washington, D.C. in the fucking city hall with the mayor's office, a couple of blocks from here, honestly, on the other side of the White House complex. Yeah, who fucking knows? This is all real entertaining for me because it shows everybody how retarded the United States of America is. And these are all the same people who do the paperwork and the TV shows to screw everybody over and make us all owe them over $100,000 each. Now, the thing is that I think a lot of these politicians, and really it's a bunch of lawyers behind the scenes, forgot is that all the soldiers and all the officers owe that money as well, and so do their children, so do their parents, their brothers, their sisters, their grandparents, their great-grandparents, and their aunts and uncles. So let's say you have a Secret Service officer, maybe like this man walking by. How you doing, sir? And then if he has 20 members in his family that are adults, well, that's $2 million to all these politicians, right? And that's indentured servitude. So every officer and every soldier in the United States is an indentured servant to these nerds who won't even help a homeless, mentally ill man right outside. When I know people in these buildings and their families, they're the ones who are behind the digital revolution today. So Bowen would have probably gone in that gate right there. Or maybe this one up here. And so you just got to keep it lively in DC. You're either dead or you're alive, basically. And yeah, I do break the law here constantly. I smoke weed totally illegally. I have for about 2.5 years, right where I was sitting begging. It's fun. I even roll joints sometimes in that Starbucks in front of the cops when they walk in. They don't really give a shit. I think they're kind of interested in what's going on. So that'll be your White House right there. See that? And then you got these Jehovah's Witnesses. They're really Christian Scientists, though. Christian Scientology has its main office right up there on 16th. And guess what? Oh, they've got the music playing. So now we have to go silent. The reason I had to go silent with the sound is because they were playing music out there in front of the White House. The reason that they do that, or, well, it's unfortunate, is because then if you make a video in front there, there's sound that creates a copyright infringement, and that's why I put the sound silent for that part of the video. Okay, I'm away from the speaker now so that I can turn the sound back on. Basically, that would do copyright infringement on my video if I put that sound in there. So the funny thing is like this, right? People from Reston, Virginia have been fucking over the world since day one, and they're the ones behind saying we went to the moon in 1969. You know, we can't even broadcast with a TV tower more than like 150 miles right now. Modern times, a TV tower. Yet somehow in 1969, you had people land on the moon in a spaceship the size of 2 SUVs and broadcast live on television. We can't even match those broadcast qualities now, today, with a TV tower, let alone in 1969 when everything was in black and white. So, and that's pretty much black and white for you too. I can walk by the police here. Unfortunately, everybody I grew up around in my family told the US government I was a terrorist and had me facing 15 years last year in Fairfax County and 5 to 10 years the year before, both for the same charge, threat to bomb burn. 2 years ago, the guy on the stand said I was gonna blow up the White House, the entire metro system, and Dulles Airport. Last year, they said that I was gonna kill a bunch of kids in Reston and blow up Lake Ann Plaza. And then guess who was my overseers? Reston, Virginia, my quote unquote friends growing up were the overseers when I was incarcerated in Fairfax County. So, life is terrible. Hey, life's a bowl of shit. Flush it and then your water will be clean, except for the water's dirty everywhere now, apparently. And there's a lot of good people here, honestly. There's a lot of weird shit too. This statue, I've not given much attention to it, but there's a naked lady holding up a sword to Lafayette. That's the naked lady. He's got his dick bags on either side, and they're hiding the naked children behind them. Now, the Freemasons have these weird-ass ceremonies, right? With children, right? And human statues, right? Now, as a baby boy, they used me in their ceremonies. Then they brainwashed me to try and make me forget. I did forget. Good work, Robert DuPont and all you fucktard scientists and Joanne Strass and NIH, Westinghouse, and George Washington University. You did a really good job of using children, then brainwashing us and breaking us. And now that I've come back, you're trying to break me again, Reston, Virginia. You've made up books, not thousands of years old, hundreds of years old, including the Bible and the Quran. And you made it all coincide with me to be the dumbass, the king, or whatever. Who cares? Your plot has failed. I'm leaving the city. It doesn't work without me. Therefore, you must now follow me and bow to me. So this prophet or king you were making me out to be, I will be that, and I am that. And I roll with prophets and kings. And none of y'all are prophets and kings, so just bring the money and then get out of my face.